How's it going, everybody? Karma Cash Flow here, and welcome to the live stream. Today is, what is it, day 6? Is it the 6th day of August already? Wow. So, for those that don't know, this month I am doing a particular challenge called LEDA, or Live Every Day in August. And this entire month, even on the weekend, 7 days a week, I am going to be going live here on my YouTube channel, as well as in a group over on Facebook, which is the LEDA 2020 group. And so when I first started off with LEDA, I actually thought I was supposed to do it here on my channel, and then come to find out it wasn't. It was meant for the group, but I'm doing a double LEDA challenge anyways. So that's why I've been going live these past few days, and it's been 6 days already. So tomorrow will be the 7th day of this LEDA challenge, and so one full week of going live. And for me, that's kind of crazy. I was doing live before, but I was only doing like 2 or 3 days a week, not necessarily doing every single day. And I'm going to be doing every single day for this entire month. And if you all enjoy what I'm doing and you want me to continue going live every day, it is something that I'm willing to look at past August and September, October, November, December, and the rest of the year. Like my good friend Pat Flynn is doing over on his channel. And you can actually go and check out Pat Flynn's live stream after mine, and you can get there by going to patflynn.com/the income stream. And he's such an awesome dude, really knows what he's talking about when it comes to online marketing and building an email list and having a podcast and so forth. He's amazing. Really awesome dude. So real quick, before we get started, let me go ahead and welcome some people in here. So first, I have to welcome Consult the Blind Guy. Thank you, dude, for being here. I really appreciate you. You've been in here like every single day supporting me, and I really appreciate it. Rhino Dog 34, you as well. Thank you for being here. Much appreciated, my friend. Fun will now commence. Thanks, man, for being here. Seriously. I'm really humbled by the fact that people actually come to see me on a live stream, which to me is insane. Today in the LEDA challenge, the talk is about imposter syndrome, and I have to go and I have to talk about it because it is actually something that I suffer from. No matter what I've done in my life, I do suffer from imposter syndrome, and it's always that who am I to be doing this type stuff, and no matter what I've done, that's how I feel. And take for instance business. I think to myself, in business, who am I to be teaching anybody anything about business? And logically, I know that, okay, I have literally made more than $50 million in business in the last 20 years. I have had numerous businesses. I have had massive, ad agencies, and I've owned brick and mortar companies like self-defense schools. Like in Alabama, I used to have multiple self-defense schools in the Birmingham, Alabama area, and we had more than 1,000 members there, paying a minimum of $200 per month for classes. And we run a jiu-jitsu school here in town as well. And I've had real estate businesses, multiple different real estate businesses, one doing residential real estate, one doing commercial real estate. And then, of course, Karma Cash Flow business, and all these different businesses, and many more, besides that. And I still think to myself, who am I to be teaching this stuff? What qualifies me? And logically, I understand that I have that knowledge, but emotionally, on an emotional level, I struggle with it. It's always in the back of my head that I'm not qualified enough to teach this stuff. I look at people like Pat Flynn, and Pat Flynn has been, I technically I've been in business longer than Pat has. I got into business back in 2000. And been online roughly about the same amount of time, but look at what he's accomplished in the online world. He is huge. Like, he is a rock star, and a massive celebrity when it comes to the online business world and space. And I look at people like him and be like, what? Why should I be teaching versus, just letting him do what he does best? But I still push forward because logically I know that I have at least a little tiny bit, that much to offer, and I like to share what I know. So I think I'm pretty decent. I don't know. Maybe you can tell me in the chat. I think I'm pretty decent at teaching this stuff. And I enjoy it as well. I really enjoy helping other people build their businesses and grow and live the life that they want and deserve. So, so that's going to be the challenge today. Maybe I should have, well, this is being recorded. Maybe I should just, screencast that, cut it and stick it up in the leaded group. Unfortunately, I can't because it has to be live. But I guess I will say the same type of stuff. But yeah, so also want to welcome in John. Thanks for being here, John. I really appreciate you. And Sue, again, thank you for being here. I think I've seen you here before as well. Sue says, Carmen Castro, I was telling my husband last night what you advised about commercial real estate. Awesome. I hope I was of help of any sort. Josh is in the house. How's it going, son? For those that don't know, that is my actual son, Josh. He lives in Florida, and he's coming up to visit me here in Texas this month. So when I am going live, you will see him here. I might actually, Josh, if you don't mind, I'm going to interview you when you're up here. And yeah, I think that would be cool. Maybe we do like a on and off, you interview me, I interview you. And I think that would be pretty neat. Consult the Blind Guy says, you are doing awesome, Karma. Thank you, man. Really appreciate it. I hope that I bring you value. But you know what? This kind of brings me to another topic. I want to bring more value to you. All right. I want to bring more value to you than I possibly can. So with that in mind, I've reached out to a few key individuals that I would love to bring on my show. And the first one I'm going to talk about, actually the only one I'm going to talk about right now, that is coming on next week on Tuesday, we will be live, is my friend and brother Nick Nimmin. So Nick Nimmin of Nick Nimmin on YouTube will be in the house, and we will be discussing the business side of YouTube, of having a YouTube channel, growing your YouTube channel and scaling it, and all this good stuff. Nick is such an awesome dude. He's one of the people online that I look up to more than any other. There's probably 3 or 4 people that I watch religiously that I cannot go a single day without, watching one of their videos, without, if they pop something up, I will literally drop whatever I'm doing and go check it out. And give you an example, I was with a client of mine. All right. I was literally with a client of mine in a meeting, and Nick Nimmin's thing popped up on my phone saying that he had a new video out. And I quickly went and checked it out, and I saw that it wasn't that long. So I excused myself from the meeting, went to the bathroom. I had my headset in. Where's my headset? So I've got these little like earbuds that I put in, and I went and I watched his video. That's how obsessed I am about what I do. And you know, I love Nick so much. Everything that he puts out is in my opinion gold. And so, you know, I asked him if he would come on the show, and he uh, said yes. And I'm so thankful, Nick, that you decided to come on the show. I really appreciate it. And so, yeah, that is going to be on Tuesday of next week. So I'm super excited. Hope you're excited as well. Reach out to everybody you know. Get them on the live stream next Tuesday because it is going to be epic. All right. One additional thing is that it will not be at 8:30. It will be at 9 o'clock. And well, sorry, it'll be my time. It'll be 9 o'clock. It will be a half an hour start past what I normally do. So I don't know where you are in the world, but it will be 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time or 7 a.m. Pacific. So, you know, you can figure it out from there. So yeah, that's all the announcements that I have. Good morning, Peasant Uprising. Good morning, my friend. One of the things I can't put it up here yet. Oh, here it goes. Peasant Uprising says that's awesome. Karma Cashflow. Nick is great. Yes, Nick is freaking awesome. It's going to be a really good show. I have a lot of good questions that I've come up with that you know, I'm going to be asking him because a lot of it, you know, one of the reasons that I asked him, and Nick is the first person that I asked to be on the show this month. He was the first person that pops in my head. I'm sorry, Pat. Please don't hate me. But he was the first person because I personally want some answers on some things concerning YouTube. I'm building a YouTube channel right now, and I have questions that I would love to get answered that I can't do it in a normal forum of, you know, just watching his videos and so forth. And I thought that a good thing to do, because I'm going to be asking these questions, and yes, we're friends, you know, I could just reach out and ask him personally, but I thought it would be great in order to for him to share this information on the channel as well, so that you also get benefit. So it's going to be awesome. All right, so let's get into what we're going to be talking about today, since it is already 15 minutes past. So today we are going to be talking about an alternative to landing pages. All right, everybody talks about how to build landing pages. I do myself as well, but I think that landing pages, while good, there is something out there that's even better than landing pages. And that's what I'm going to talk about today. It's something that I've learned. I actually learned this years ago through Andre Chaperon's course called Sphere of Influence. It's a brilliant course, absolutely amazing. And I wanted to share kind of what I've learned and give you an example of one of these multi-page pre-sale sites. So that's what I'm going to do today. Now, let's just dive right into what a multi-page pre-sale site is. All right. So we have landing pages, and we have, you know, an alternative, which we're talking about today, multi-page pre-sale sites. A landing page is something that you would drive traffic to, whether it be organic, whether it be through paid advertising. And you take this person to a page, a single page on a website that is specifically geared in order to collect their contact information. All right. I'm not talking about driving to a sales page here. I'm talking about a landing page in order to collect a person's contact info. So their name and email address and so forth. This is what you see across the board. 99% of all marketers utilize this tactic, including myself. I'm not going to lie. I still do use landing pages, but I am slowly getting away from landing pages. And I'll show you that in a second. Because I found that the difference in quality of people that are on my list is drastically different between my landing pages and my multi-page pre-sale sites. All right. So again, landing page is nothing but a page you take someone to. And I'm going to give you an example here. All right. So let me go ahead and share my screen here. All right, so here is an example of a landing page, right? Not saying this is a good landing page or a bad landing page or anything like that. This is just one that I had done that I literally threw up in probably the space of about 2 hours, all right? This is just for a PDF for someone to download this free PDF, 5 Secrets to Building Passive Income, where it has a headline. Do you dream of making passive income online? Super, super simple. It has a sub headline. There are 5 secrets that can get you up and running fast. All right. And then we get into a little bit of meat. All right. If you've ever dreamed of making money from home or making money while you sleep or on vacation, you've come to the right place. Here's a fraction of what you'll learn in this book. All right. And then I give a few bullet points. The 9 different ways that you can make money online and in any market. Making cash flow or passive income doesn't need to be done only using real estate. All right. So this is something that a lot of people that think about passive income or cash flow think about, that it is only in real estate that you can do this, and it's not. And so I presented that. How the gurus, quote unquote gurus, are lying to you and trying to scam you for everything you are worth. How to make money selling products and services that aren't even yours. So, of course, in this bullet point here, we are specifically talking about affiliate marketing. Think email is dead. Learn how email can literally make your business boom in less than 90 days and so much more. All right. And then at the bottom, there is a sign up form. Sign up below to get your free copy. They put in their name, their email address, and click the button. And from that point on, they're going to get a series of emails where they get, their PDF, and then they'll get an email every single day from me, yada, yada. All right. This is good. Not going to say that it's a horrible way to do things. This is the general way that most people will collect email addresses so that they can market to the person later on. But I want you to check this out. All right. Let me go back to the screen. All right. This is the entire page, literally the entire page. The question is, where's the value? All right. Where's the value in this page? I don't see it. Is it, here in the headline, do you dream of making passive income online? That doesn't really give me any good value and information. Is it here in the bullet points, how the gurus are lying to you and trying to scam you for everything you're worth? Is that providing me with value? I don't think so. All right. So this is the thing that I have against landing pages, is that it's making a promise. I promise I'm going to give you value after you give me your contact information. All right. But not before. I'm not going to give it to you unless you give me your contact information. All right. That's not cool in my book. All right. I like to provide as much value as possible when it comes to everything. All right. When it comes to everything, I like to provide as much value. And that's what a multi-page pre-sale site does. Now, in Andre Chaperon's, you know what? I forgot to turn on this little light. Boop. There you go. Now my face is filled out. Andre Chaperon talks about in his course Sphere of Influence about the multi-page pre-sale site. But Sphere of Influence is more of a meta strategy versus a tactic. So it's the idea behind the tactics on what we do. It's about pre-selling the person beforehand. All right, before you collect their information, before there's any amount of money exchanging hands or anything exchanging hands. It's about pre-selling them. It's about reshaping beliefs. All right, it's about the beliefs and reshaping beliefs, and I'm going to show you that in a second. All right, that's why these multi-page pre-sale sites are so incredibly valuable. It is because they provide value in the way of helping reshape a person's beliefs and also gives them tactical information that they can use right away up front before they ever put their contact information in. All right. And I'm going to show you that. All right. The reason that I like this strategy is uh, Peasant Uprising is saying, laugh out loud, was working on a landing page last night. Now I'm like, yeah, I mean, it's just a different way of doing things. Like I said, having a landing page is not bad. And I'm going to show you the big difference here in a second. But it's not a bad thing. All right, it's not a bad thing at all. It's good. It's just not great, in my opinion. All right, I'm only sharing my opinion. It is not a fact. Nothing is fact. Everybody has their own opinion on things. I know Pat Flynn does a lot of landing pages, and they work for him. Great. Continue doing what works. And I know a lot of other friends that their landing pages completely, are destroying most people's, normal numbers. But the average marketer could benefit from providing value up front. All right. So that's what this whole kind of strategy is about. It's about pre-selling them and giving that air of preeminence as well. So Jay Abraham talks about the strategy of preeminence. And that is, trying to make the person understand that you have their number one interest at heart. All right. That you have that kind of fiduciary responsibility to them, and that, you have their best interests at heart. Right. That's what it's about. And that what you're talking about. All right. So that you become, in the eyes of your potential client, an authority. All right. Or quote unquote expert. All right. It doesn't mean that you have to be a subject matter expert. It just means that, an expert to me is just someone that knows a little bit more than the other person. All right. That's all that it means. Fun will now convince, says Peasant Uprising, I had just been learning about what a landing page is in the first place. Yeah, so landing page is nothing more than a page that you collect information on. That's it. Like I showed you here. Let me go back if I can find it. All right. This is just one example of a landing page. All right. I'm sure we could go over to Pat's stuff. I'm not going to do that on the stream, but it gives them a little bit of an idea and of what you're wanting to exchange. So a landing page typically exchange one thing for another. So I'm going to exchange this PDF, which, by the way, this is a very old picture of the cover of the PDF. All right, it has changed, but needless to say, there we go. Actually, the reason that I'm showing you this particular landing page is because I don't use this landing page anymore. I actually had to republish it because it was in draft again, so that if everybody watching this goes over, it doesn't start screwing up my numbers and all my analytics. But this is a free PDF that I am exchanging for the person's information. So if they give me their contact information, they get this PDF on the 5 secrets of building passive income, right? That's essentially what it is. Now, landing pages could be, a whole host of things. I really like doing mini courses. So if a person signs up and gives me their contact information, they're going to get a mini course. Maybe it's, 3 to 5 emails. Maybe it's, a dozen short videos on some particular subject, whatever the case is. All right. I like to do these little kind of mini courses because, I want to provide as much value as possible, but it's still a landing page. There's no value here. Right. There's a promise of value. All right. And unfortunately, in the marketing world, and especially in the online business, make money online, forum, there is a lot of people that will never and can't deliver on that promise. All right. They put up a nice landing page, usually copied from someone else. And they promise all this stuff. And then, once you sign up, every single email after that is just buy my stuff, buy my stuff, buy my stuff, or buy this stuff, over here using affiliate marketing because they don't have their own products. Whatever. There's no value. And it really pisses me off. I'm sorry. Like I don't usually get all cursey-fied and everything on the stream, but it really irritates me. These people that are reluctant with value unless you purchase their $2,000 course or anything like that. Really irritates me. So yeah, that is an example of a landing page. So let's see. Let me just scroll through the comments here. Okay, so just a little bit of chit chat going on. Now, I'm going to show you the difference between that and a multi-page pre-sale site here in a second. So let's see. I'm just literally reading through my notes here. All right, so let's get into a multi-page pre-sale site. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here. All right, this is literally, and this is not a joke, this is literally taking this PDF and putting it into a different format. All right, so here we have just a basic page, and one of the first things that you'll notice, what is actually something, all right, if this was a landing page, what would you say, let me know in the chat, what would you say is the thing that is missing from this page that you notice right away? What is the thing that is missing from it? Can anybody tell me? Give me, I know that there's a delay, so I am going to take a sip of coffee here because I have a full cup, and it's getting cold. I don't like cold coffee. I know a lot of people like cold coffee, but I don't. It has to be hot for me. No guesses yet? So I'll tell you what's missing. All right, a headline. You'll notice that there's no headline here. All right, instead we have a series of pictures. All right, these are just some pictures of Belize, of a place that we used to live. All right, and what it does is instead of a headline, typically a headline shouts, sales pitch coming up. All right, that's typically what a headline signifies. All right, if you think about it, look at any advertisement in a newspaper or a magazine or whatever. There's generally a big headline. All right, what this does is it kind of sets a stage in the person's mind for an idea of what I want them to experience. All right, it does not tell them anything. It lets them decide what imagery goes into their head by utilizing images. All right, again, got this idea directly from Andre, and I think it is an absolutely brilliant idea that I've been utilizing and has just completely blown everything out of the water. All right, so Consult the Blind Guy is saying I was thinking header rather than headline. Yep, okay. So here we have this page. All right, now in this page you see it's actually not that big of a page. All right, there's not a lot of stuff here, so let me go through this just a little bit. All right, and maybe I'll actually even read this page off. All right, let's go ahead and do that. So first off, of course, you see first I have the branding logo up top, and then I have these pictures of Belize. All right, what do these images signify to you? All right, what does it signify to you? Maybe vacation, maybe lounging around, enjoying life. Family. I actually put a picture of a father and their child here on purpose. Everything here was kind of put on purpose. All right, and used Belize because Belize is a kind of tropical paradise, and it's a place that I live, that I have knowledge of. Lived there for a couple of years and loved it. My wife had a kind of love-hate relationship with Belize, but I loved it. Does it have the idea of relaxation? Yep. I can definitely see me swinging from or lounging around in a hammock, and I used to do that a lot. My wife and I actually had a couple of hammocks, and we loved them. Um, used to lounge around, and it was great. Um, Peasant Uprising says freedom. Yeah, absolutely. Freedom is a big thing that is in these images, and that's a great thing. All right, so all of these ideas and all of these images come up in our heads by simply looking at a couple of pictures. All right, much stronger than a headline. All right, now let's get uh, into this text a little bit. All right, in these next few pages, I'm going to reframe your reality just a little, but enough to give you some big aha moments. I'm going to show you how you can move to building a business online that puts money in your pocket even while you sleep. No joke. All right. So, right there, I'm starting to kind of entice and, uh, you know, the whole purpose of this page is to reframe their ideas and beliefs on certain key factors, right? And answer certain questions that they might have in the process, right? So here we continue. If you can make a single dollar online, like a metric ton of people are already doing, then you can scale that right up to $100,000 per year business or beyond. So that right there starts to kind of reframe their belief. They're thinking not about $100,000 right off the bat, just a single dollar. All right. Most people that I talk to that are struggling with building an online business and haven't made any money is because they don't believe that they can make money online. All right. I myself fell victim to this. All right. For years, I did not think that I could make money online. And so for a couple of years, I didn't even try. All right. And when I tried, it still took me time. And, until I made my first dollar online, I literally did not believe it was possible. All right. I saw all of these other people in the space making money, making lots of money. Take Frank Kern, my personal mentor and friend. Frank, has literally made more than $1 million in less than 24 hours. All right. He could do it, but I can't. All right. I did not believe that I could. So instead of saying, oh, you can make millions of dollars a year, I just kind of plant that seed of a single dollar. That's it. A single dollar. And once you get past that limiting belief that you can't make money and you go, oh, well, yeah, I could probably make $1 online. Then it's just that little twist of once you can make that dollar, now we just need to scale what you did to make that dollar. And that's it. Whole, belief pattern changes. All right. And that's what this is designed to do. So I continue on. Would an extra $100,000 per year change your life? All right. So that's a question in order to get them, thinking about what would it be like should they be able to make that? All right. Would it help you quit your 9-to-5 job? I asked a friend of mine, would $100,000 enable you to quit your job? And he was like, dude, for half of that, I would quit my job. Right. And all it does is take just a little bit of scaling of that, single dollar. Let me go through here real quick. Rhino Dog is saying, yes, it took me a little bit to get it up. The first theme that I used, that Pat reviewed, didn't have that option. Okay, so a little bit of inter-talk going on here. Peasant Uprising is saying, it's hard to conceive in the beginning. Still working through that myself, Carmen. Limiting beliefs indeed. Yeah, it's real. All right. Limiting beliefs is such a real thing. And to be honest, it kind of sucks. Because it stops us from doing what we could be doing, living the life that we could live. And, I went through this through years. And, growing up, I always had all these limiting beliefs. Like, take, for instance, martial arts. So I have literally been in martial arts 38 years. I started when I was 4 years old. And I didn't have a natural talent for martial arts. I had to bust my butt doing it. And because of that, because it wasn't just, kind of handed to me, I wasn't a natural talent at it. I had these limiting beliefs. They'd show me something new, and I would just think, I'm not even going to learn that. It's going to take me forever to learn. Such a limiting belief. If someone would have said, well, you don't have to be good at it. Just practice it, for 10 minutes a day. All right. Then that could have started to reshape my beliefs on what I could and could not do. So yeah, it is a real struggle, and I go through it a lot, even today. All right. So let me continue. If you break down that $100,000 per day or per year to a daily amount, that is just $274 per day. All right. So again, starting to break things down so that $100,000 isn't such a big, scary number that feels like it's too far out of reach. All right. And if you divide that by the 3 business systems, which I'll show you in detail in the next few pages, that is only $91 per day. So now I start breaking it down even more. Instead of that $100,000 way out in the distance, now I bring it down $274 a day. So that's a little bit closer, more imaginable. And now, boop, I bring it in even closer to just $91 per day. All right. So I'm trying to bring it in and make it more realistic for them in their mind. $100,000 is super realistic. I'll just tell you that right now. All right. But breaking it down to that level helps the person be able to imagine themselves actually doing it. All right. And that's what I want. That's what I want to get. All right. I want to reshape that belief that they can do it. All right. So, if you can do $91 per day, then you have everything you need in order to grow and scale up to $100,000 per year. That should have been your first epiphany right there. All right. And then I show, a couple of pictures of Belize and, Lifestyle Magazine, house in San Ignacio. And then I start telling us a little bit of a story. All right. Belize is one of the most friendly tropical places in the Caribbean. My wife, Beth, my daughter, Lily, and I lived there for over 2 years. We lived in a beautiful house, had room for our dogs to run, had internet, TV, ate the best fresh organic food imaginable, and almost never paid more than $500 per month for everything. All right. That $500 per month included our rent, utilities, food, and just about everything else as well. Looking back, breaking from this for a second, looking back, I don't think, let me start this again. Looking back, I can only remember 2 times ever paying more than $500 a month to live there. All right. That included everything. Everything. All right. We go out to eat all the time. That included it. We go on a trip to Placentia to the beach to go snorkeling and all that stuff. It included that. All right. Very, very rarely. Like I said, I can only remember 2 times ever spending more than $500 per month. And I have a reason for putting this in here. All right. So let's continue. Let's compare that now to the $1,500 rent I now pay in Dallas, Texas area. All right. That's where I live now. Combine that with food, utilities, and everything else, I easily pay nearly $3,000 per month. That's not a joke. All right. So it's showing a contradiction to what I live like now and, how I was living in a, tropical paradise. All right. I think for most people, their perception of how attainable the perfect lifestyle is way out of whack. All right. If your idea of blissful living is swinging in a hammock, sipping some fresh watermelon juice, and I put this here on purpose. Oh my God, it's so good. As it is. Belize had some of the best fresh, squeezed like fresh done watermelon juice I've ever tasted. It was insanely good. While the ocean plays in the background and all kinds of wild birds sing, Belize might be the type of place made just for you. I'm not trying to convince you or anyone to move to Belize or any tropical island unless you want to. I am simply using Belize to make a point and reframe your idea that you don't need millions of dollars in order to live the life you desire. So, again, I'm starting to try and reshape a belief that you need an epic amount of money in order to have a really good lifestyle. All right. So I've talked to a lot of people in the business world and students of mine, private clients, that they believe that they need like a number like $5 million or $10 million in order to live the life that they want to live. All right. And I'm trying to show you that you don't need that. All right. For $500 a month, I lived in a tropical paradise. All right. Yes, we didn't have AC. All right. Because if we had AC, it would be like $4,000 or $5,000 per month I would have spent because electricity down there is just insane. But, you know, for $500, $600 a month, you could live insanely well in a place like that should you choose. All right. And I'm trying to shape that belief that you don't need those millions of dollars that most people think that they need. All right. Where am I going? Okay, I was here. I'm going to show you how to create and develop systems that will help you achieve these results. So I'm kind of, citing that they're about to learn something. All right. And it kind of keeps them involved. All right. You don't need to kill yourself working a 9-to-5 job you hate like most Westerners are doing these days. All right. How many people out there hate their 9-to-5? All right. I would go to say the majority of them, 80%, 90% of people that are working out there do not enjoy what they do. All right. And I'm trying to get them to see that it doesn't have to be that way. All right. And I'm going to give them ways in order to do that. All right. The systems I personally use that I'm about to share with you in the next few pages, again, I'm trying to set the stage that they need to continue moving on with going through these pages, will allow you to live just about anywhere in the world you want by building passive income online. All right. If living in a place like Belize is your goal, you need only make $17 per day to make that lifestyle happen. So what did I just do? All right. At first, I talked about this $100,000 goal. All right. This $100,000. I broke it down to $91. Then I broke it down, or $274. Then I broke it down to $91. Now I'm breaking it down, showing them how I lived. And how great it was, showing them pictures of Belize so that they have this idea in their head and that they could do it for now only $17 per day. All right. It doesn't take much in order to live your quote unquote dream lifestyle if you know what to do. All right. If you can make $17 per day, you know, or let's just take it a little bit more than that. Let's just say $25 a day. You can live like a king in some places. All right. You go to Thailand, you go to the Philippines, you go to, Belize, Mexico. Like you can live exceptionally well off of $20, $25 a day. And in this case, you know, I put $17 a day because, you know, if I bring out my calculator, $17 a day times 30 days, it's $510, roughly $500 a month. That's what I spent living in Belize. So does that make sense? Hey, Simply 𝐿𝐴𝑁𝐷 is here. How's it going? Thanks for being here. Let me just go through here, make sure nobody has any questions. And by the way, if you do have questions at any point during this live stream, just go ahead, put it in the chat, question all in caps before your question. That way I can see it and identify it well and answer your questions that you might have. But do you see what I'm getting at? All right. It's not just about throwing a whole bunch of information at you right away. All right. It's about that reshaping of your ideas, of your beliefs, so that you kind of understand where I'm coming from. One of the other things that it does is it starts to weed out people, right? And that's kind of the idea of this whole process. It's not about collecting as much, as many emails as you possibly can. I know loads of marketers talk about that. Oh, get 10,000 emails, collected in a 24-hour period, whatever. All right. It's not about that. It's about the quality of the people coming in. All right. Not the quantity. I would much rather have a list of super highly targeted, super highly engaged people, 500, That's it. Versus a list of 1,000,000 people that are not engaged with me, do not give a crap about what I have to offer, what I have to say, what I have to sell, or anything like that. Big difference. 500 really awesome people, 1,000,000 people that don't care less. All right, that they just opted in to get their freebie. All right, that's the difference of what we're trying to do. So does that make sense? Josh says, gotta run. Take care, guys. Take care, Josh. And we will see you in just a few days. What is it? Like 13 days now? I don't know. Yeah, 13 days. I think Josh will be here. So, yeah, call me whenever you get a chance. We have some stuff to talk about. All right, so let's get back to this page. Where was I? Da, da, da. All right, so let's get back to this page. All right, moving on. If you want more, then all you have to do is scale what worked. All right. So again, I'm just trying to present the fact that, all they need to do in order to live their lifestyle is have these few different, key systems, which I just talked about, and scale what works. That's it. That's the whole trick to making money, is to scale what actually works. All right. And then we have this, let's get started. Take me to page 2. All right. This is kind of like a micro commitment. All right. This micro commitment is, a mental commitment in their head that they're going to continue reading, that now they are interested in what I have to say. All right. So from the people that come onto this page, all right, and this is a duplicate of my multi-page pre-sale site for this particular thing, again, because I didn't want to skew my analytics and results. But between this page and the second page, there's about a 30% drop-off rate. All right, because I'm trying to weed certain people out. I don't want everybody on my list. All right, and the people that I do, I need them to make a commitment. All right, so they make a really small commitment by clicking that page to take me to take them to page 2. All right, now again, there is no headline, just an image. All right, and then I go on to say, whenever you see on the internet someone promising you that you can earn passive income with little to no effort, you're being lied to. You're being scammed. All right. What does this do in our heads? All right. So they see that scam, and then I start telling them that there are, people on the internet that, are outright lying to them and trying to scam them, by telling them, oh, you can make, all this passive income overnight, blah, blah, blah. Right. I'm trying to set the stage that I'm not that type of person. All right. It's almost like a disclaimer. All right. And that, I have, good intentions with what I'm doing. I'm not trying to scam them out of money. As you see, there's absolutely no, purchase thing. There's no course to purchase, no ebook to purchase, nothing like that. All right. But I want to set in their head that that I'm not that type of person. So does that make sense? Hope that makes sense. All right. So let's get back. All right. I go on to say passive income isn't always passive. In fact, I don't think it's really, I don't think it's real at all. I don't know why that really is there. I think I mistyped that. Let's take an example of real estate, for instance. All right. Because that's an example that a lot of people use. So a lot of people, when they talk about passive income, when they talk about cash flow, they always bring up real estate. But I need to set in their head early on that I'm not here to teach them about real estate. Right? I teach people how to build, money online, and so I need to get that out of the way so that the people that came in here may be possibly thinking that I'm going to teach them, real estate. I need to get them gone, right? Because that's not what I teach. Yes, I might, answer some questions on real estate and so forth because I've been in the market for 20 years. But it's not my forte of teaching it. All right. It's not what I do. Karma Cash Flow is about building courses, memberships, and doing affiliate marketing, and building your financial education at the same time. All right. While you do everything and everything that comes with that: email marketing, paid advertising, copywriting, stuff like that. But those are the 3 business models that I teach and nothing else. All right. So I need to get that right out of the way. Michael, man, thank you for being here, Michael. Just saw you pop up. Thanks for being on the stream. All right, so let's get back to the screen. Where was I? Yeah, so let's take an example of real estate. All right, there is a lot of work in just acquiring the deal in the first place. All right, when you purchase a property, then it is considered passive income in many circles. In fact, ask nearly any real estate investor his thoughts on rental houses and if they are considered passive income or not. And he will absolutely say yes. All right. So this is showing that many people consider real estate as passive income. And it kind of is. It's kind of, it is building cash flow, but it's not the only way. All right. But in my opinion, it is not. You see, even after you get the property, there are responsibilities. You need to market to attract tenants. You need to filter and screen the tenants, making sure they're good. You need to manage the property. And if you have a management company, you need to manage them, making sure that they're doing everything that they're supposed to. All right. Now, it doesn't mean that you have to have a team or anything, but there is work involved. When you own a piece of when you own a piece of property, it is not that much different from owning a business. Passive income always requires effort on your part. So here I'm talking about how passive income is not necessarily quote unquote passive. That's why I don't like the term passive income. I do utilize the term in my articles and in my videos and everything like that. But that's why I prefer the term cash flow. And I'll actually be going through that here in a second. But the idea behind it is reshaping their belief that this passive income idea that they might have where they can just sit back, lie on a couch every single day, all day long, is not correct. All right. They need to understand that there is work involved, even past the initial upfront work. If I'm doing an affiliate marketing site, right, where I'm driving people to a bridge page and that bridge page takes them over to this affiliate offer, right? That still takes work. It may literally only take me an hour to come up with everything, to create it, to maybe, record a video. And generally when I record a video for these bridge pages, I do it on my phone. All right. Really, really quick. I just, I talk into my phone and I record this message that I've already pre-outlined, but I record it in there and I just upload it to that page, and that's the general content, right? But even past all of that upfront work, it still takes me work, all right? I'm driving paid ads, so I have to manage the ads. I have to make sure things are not broken. I have to make sure that, the messaging is correct. I might find, because I split test everything, I might find that one page works better than the other. One message works better than the other. A headline, whatever the case is. All right. And I'm always adjusting. I'm always doing this work. Right. I'm also following up with the people that actually purchase whatever that affiliate product was. So if I see that they've moved through my little funnel there, I hate that term, my pipeline, and they go and purchase that, I will follow up with them personally. All right. I utilize a tool. Where is it? Let me find it here. Called Bonjoro. All right. And I will do a video for them purposely to connect with them. All right. Letting them know that I'm there for them and so forth. So I forgot where I was going with that, but there you go. New Inceptions, how's it going, my friend? Thanks for being here. Has a question. What's your thoughts on doing something similar to this, but using video instead, or a text audio combination? Absolutely. Absolutely. It does not need to be text. All right. Let me say that. When you're doing these multi-page pre-sale sites, it can be video alone. All right. Literally nothing on the page but a video and a link, to go to the next page. Or it can be an audio file, or it can be a combination of all three or two, or, whatever. This is the way that I do it. I am a writer. I love writing. I, type very, very quickly. I generally type, about 122 words a minute. So, and I'm a copywriter. So, I've learned that for me, the written word is easier than doing videos. Before I do a video, I write things out. I don't know if you know that, but I generally write out most of my thoughts, almost a blog post, on what I'm going to be talking about before I ever, sit down and shoot a video. So I like writing. I'm good with writing, and that's why I do the written word. But it doesn't have to be. It can be a video. It can be, a simple audio with maybe some little text underneath it and a link to go to the next page. But the key thing there is a link to the next page. All right. You want to make these multiple pages, not one long page, not, one video that covers everything. All right. Let them make these micro commitments from page to page. All right. So good question. Peasant Uprising saying, I am completely fine working my butt off every day. I just want it to be completely for my own business, life, family, and know everything I am doing will come back to me and not some corporation. Yeah, dude. I completely get you there. I like working for myself. I started working for myself because I had no choice. Now I work for myself. One, I have to work. I will be 80 years old if I ever get there. 80 years old, working my butt off. Like, that's just me. I'm a workaholic. I love working. I love what I do. Could not work for someone else and build their business versus my own. So yeah, I completely get you. So let me get through this, second page here in a second, for a second. And then we're actually going to move from this page right to the last page. All right. I'm not going to share every single page with you. It would just take too long. Technically I'm kind of supposed to be off right now. All right. So really quick. All right. So I talk about it, and then I talk about, what I teach is cash flow strategies, not passive income strategies. All right. So I'm trying to put in that keyword cash flow. All right. And there is a bit of a difference in my opinion. You see, passive income suggests you don't really have to do that much and you can get paid for years and years without ever doing any real work. All right. That's the idea that most people have. So passive income, the way most people talk about it, saying you can make money on the internet with a push button system and make money for years, in the end, is utter horse schnitzels. I kind of put this there on purpose because in my emails, I do end up cursing a little bit. I'm very passionate about what I do, and when I am passionate, I get quite expressive, to say the least, and I curse a lot. All right, I will put that out there right now. I am, technically, and still am a Tibetan Buddhist monk, but yes, I curse. So let's continue. The cash flow, on the other hand, is different. And specifically, we're talking about positive cash flow here. So I'm trying to break down and teach a little bit about the difference. And here I go on to say positive cash flow means that you have more money flowing into your business than out of it. Now, I don't know if you caught that word I use is business. So here in this part, I'm trying to explain to them that they need to get this idea, kind of a hobbyness, that what we do is we create businesses. It is not a hobby. We're not here to build a hobby. We're here to build a online business. And that's what this part is, set to explain. I use a little bit of referral here from Google, talking about what cash flow is, the total amount of money being transferred in and out of a business. Let me get a sip of my coffee real quick. And you can see that I'm starting to teach a little bit. All right, talking about, is profit the same thing as cash flow? But then I get into, where do I get started building cash flow? Again, in my opinion, there are just two options. I talk a little bit about real estate, and then I get into building an online business. And from this point on, It is all about building that online business. Language enhancers equal curse words. Yes, I use a lot of language enhancers in my personal life. I don't normally do it on live streams, and I don't normally do it in my videos, but I do curse. And so forth. Here I talk about online businesses, and I give an example of ClickFunnels. All right. So I'm here talking about affiliate marketing, and I say I might recommend to someone just starting off that they need to build landing pages and funnels, that one of the best softwares out there to use is called ClickFunnels. I have an image here just to kind of break up the text. Honestly, I, and I'm trying to explain to them that you don't need necessarily to have your own product or service. You can utilize someone else's. And then, of course, toward the bottom, is take me to the next page, right? And I talk about, I want my money out there making little baby money. This is talking about building assets. And then I go, so let's go ahead and see the ins and outs of these 3 online business models: affiliate marketing, membership sites, and courses. All right. So I'm trying to entice them again to click to the 3rd page, and they'll go to the 3rd page and so forth. Right now, this one has 5 pages. So let me just skip to the 5th page real quick. All right. And, I kind of try and sum everything up here and talk about, the things that they need to do first, and talk about how they need to take massive action. They need to persevere through the through the down times, because in any business, there will be up times and down times. Let me move this around a little bit. And so forth. And then here toward the end, it says, so listen, if you can make the commitment, take action, and persevere through building either an online business or an online course, a membership site, or doing affiliate marketing, you will get the life you want and deserve. Because honestly, it's not that freaking hard. It's not easy, but it's quite simple. I've sprinkled a number of gems within what I've written here. Read and reread these pages a few times and let everything sink in. All right. If you want to hear more from me, here's how you do that. Simply fill in the box below with your information, and I will send you even more valuable content. So by this point, they've gone through 5 pages of content. Not 1 or 2, not 1 simple landing page, but 5 different pages of content. All right. These aren't long pages as you've seen. Right. There is kind of a little bit of text on here, but if I go back here real quick, all right, here's the 5th page, top, bottom, right? Not a lot of text here. All right. And each of these pages are, maybe a little bit longer than this, but generally speaking, they're not, very long pages. It doesn't have to be a ton of information. What you're designing and trying to do is reshape their beliefs. So in the first page is about, reframing their beliefs on certain key factors and answer certain questions that they might have in the back of their head. Second page is about getting them to understand what passive income is, what it's not, and set the framework for the next few pages ahead. Page 3 is all geared toward reshaping their belief that they themselves can do it. Right? They themselves can build this passive income online. All right, because we all have these skepticisms and beliefs that we can't do it. All right, I can't do that. They could do that. I can't do that. All right, same thing that I had myself. And so I want to really get that and drive that out of their head and show them how simple things can be. All right. I also present the first 2 business models in there. So I go through affiliate marketing first, and then I go through membership sites, and I talk a little bit about them, how they work, and I continue on. And then I tease the next page, page 4, about building a course. And then I also start to answer the reframe their idea of, do I need to be an expert in order to do this stuff? All right. So again, this whole idea is all about reshaping beliefs. I know I keep saying that a lot, but it's crucial to what we're doing here. Uh, and that's what it's about. All right. It's about connecting with the person, showing them that I care about them and what they want. And I'm here to help them, not sell them on something, hey, buy my course, nothing like that. All right. I legitimately want to give them valuable information and have them look at their own ideas and go, yeah, okay, I kind of see where he's coming from. All right. And it's those little details that really help. All right. Now, let me show you the difference between, I'll tell you the difference between my landing page and my multi-page pre-sale site for this exact market hopper, right? This exact pipeline or funnel, if you know that word or term. So my passive, this landing page of mine, all right, which is just the plain landing page, this one here, all right, this landing page, which it is a little bit different on the live one, is, hold on, I'm trying to find it here. All right, so my landing page itself, all right, gets on average about a 35 to 40% success rate, conversion rate for collecting people's names and numbers. All right, names and email addresses. See, I can't think now. So that's pretty good. All right, 35, 40%. I would say that's about average. There are some people out there getting much higher numbers than that, much higher conversion rates than that. But generally, I see for my landing pages, an average of about 40%. All right. For the people that land, that actually make it all the way through and land on my fifth page of this particular funnel, all right, 91% of those people end up signing up and giving me their contact information. All right. Much bigger difference. Now, it is a bit different because there's a lot of people that get weeded out in those first 4 or 5 pages. All right. But that's exactly what I want. I only want to talk to the people that I want to talk to. So I start weeding people out, start reframing their mind and pulling them to me. And the people that don't want to be there aren't there by that point. All right. Yes, there are a couple of people here and there that won't give me their contact information no matter what, but 91% of people do. And the difference on the back end is drastic as well. So I have everything separated because I like to test a lot of things, but the people that are coming through the landing page, the majority of them don't purchase anything. All right. The majority of them don't purchase anything. Whereas the opposite, the people that come in through a multi-page pre-sale site, if I offer something, generally speaking, a good amount of them actually will purchase whatever it is that I recommend. All right. It's because I have their best interests at heart. Naturally, like personally, I have their best interests at heart. I don't recommend things that I don't think that they could use, but I'm talking to them personally. I've built that relationship with them. All right. I've reframed certain beliefs of theirs in order to make it easier for me to recommend something that they will need. All right. So that's why I decided to do these type of landing pages, these pre-sale sites versus a standard landing page. So that's what I do. I hope that you've gotten some information, good information and value from this. If you have, please go ahead and hit that like button and let me know in the chat if you have any questions, and let me know what you thought about this. New intention question. Do you use this unlanding page currently? How do people naturally enter it? So that's a good question. So I do both. I do landing pages and I do these multi-page pre-sale sites or unlanding pages. And how I drive traffic to it, generally I do paid advertising. So in every business that I utilize and have, I utilize paid advertising. All right. I do drive traffic to these organically as well through blog posts, through, whatever. Let me show you an example real quick, if I can find it. All right. Of when I specifically might use, not utilize these multi-page pre-sale sites. All right. So just real quick. All right. Here on my homepage, all right, karmacashflow.com. All right. You see here, all right, right here, there is a little blurb here to get them to collect the guide. They come in here, they put in their name and email address. This is similar to a landing page. All right. But I use this here. All right. I'm not directing them somewhere else. All right. Also, maybe on my blog post here. All right. So here's a blog post with, a video, one of my videos. And right here on the side, you see here, download my free guide and everything like that. These are just basic opt-in forms. But right now, that's how I'm utilizing, not utilizing multi-page pre-sale sites. Everything else that I'm doing currently are these multi-page pre-sale sites for every business of mine, right? And I find astronomical benefits of doing it this way than the old way of doing it. So, let's see. Let me go back to that question. Make sure that, how do people naturally enter it? Yeah, again, most of the time through paid advertising. But that is me. It doesn't have to be that way. I could point people from my YouTube channel over there. I could, write a blog post and send people there, an article on someone else's thing, guest post, whatever. There are a million ways. You can post a link over on Twitter or Facebook, social media, whatever the case is, and it works. Peasant Uprising saying, I'm liking the strategy a lot. Very logical approach to ensuring conversation later on. Yeah, that's what it's about. It's about building a conversation, building a relationship, right? I'm not here to sell you anything. I'm here to build a relationship with you. If you purchase something later on, it's because I've recommended it because I believe you need it. No different than my wife, she's bought a brand new dress, whatever, and I recommend that she get this, matching pair of shoes. All right. It's something she needs, so I'm going to recommend it. All right. And that horrible example, but you get my point. All right. It's about the relationship. All right. That's what it's about. Peasant Uprising saying, great stream. Thanks for the information. You are so welcome, my friend. And I think that's pretty much all I have. If no one has any other questions, New Intention saying, makes sense why it work. It's like an actual discovery session. Yeah, absolutely. So that's all I got for you guys today. I really, really appreciate you all being here. Now, I do want to recommend that from here, you go over to patflynn.com/the income stream and check out my friend Pat Flynn, who will be going live here in about 15 minutes or so. So go over there now. Go check him out. He is brilliant. And today, I believe he's going over some email marketing strategies, which is what happens after the person, gives you their contact information, whether it be on a landing page or these, multi-page pre-sale sites. All right, guys. So take care. I really appreciate you all being here. I am humbled that you, come on these live streams. Really, really appreciate you. And we'll see you all tomorrow. Same time, same place. Take care, guys. Peace.